Louisville has some of the largest weapon caches in all of Project Zomboid. There's police stations, gun stores, hardware stores, 2 malls, a baseball bat factory, multiple military checkpoints, and a bunch of pissed off gun-toting rednecks who left all of their shit in their house when the apocalypse happened. All of these will need to be taken advantage of if we want to succeed in clearing out Louisville on insane population spawns. Last episode, we managed to survive a heli event, gather some fuel, although we still need a lot more if we want to survive, and managed to almost completely fortify the fire station and surrounding area. In between then and now, I got hit with several days of massive thunderstorms, so while waiting for them to pass, I grinded out tailoring level 1 so that I could upgrade my backpack for more slots and higher carrying capacity. I also cleaned up my living area and spent some time on the treadmill trying to work on fitness a little more since I'm only level 5. I managed to level up my carpentry to level 5 by disassembling some extra furniture, managed to head out and retrieve my truck from the neighborhood safe house, and then spent some time grinding out metalworking by disassembling some of the metal chairs in the office rooms. The water finally shut off as well, which means the power is going to go out any day now. Today we'll be doing something incredibly stupid, and if you read the title, I definitely already spoiled it. But yeah, today we're going to go and head into the mall in hopes of looting the gun store on the northern end of the first floor. Believe it or not, but I actually have a pretty good plan as to how I'm going to accomplish this. That doesn't involve me just bum rushing in and getting insanely lucky. No. If I've learned anything in my time playing Project Zomboid, it's that any problem can be solved with enough fire and explosions. So today, I've created a campfire kit, 5 Molotovs, and grabbed enough vitamins to induce a cocaine bender like no other, and have begun making my way to the northern side of the mall. The big brain play here is to set the campfire up a couple tiles away from the door. This way, the zombies will be able to walk through it and catch on fire, without me accidentally torching the entire mall in the process. I'm expecting thousands of zombies here, so if this all goes according to plan, this should be the largest kill count of the series so far, and should easily include more kills than parts 1 and 2 combined. After arriving at the northern end of the mall, I cleared out the zombies loitering by the door. After that was finished, I placed my campfire on 5 or 6 tiles away from the door, took a deep breath, opened them up, and walked inside. My only goal right now is to pull as many zombies outside as possible, and I really only had one method for this. After I'd gathered a couple hundred zombies, I booked it down the back hallway, making it outside and lighted the campfire moments before a massive horde came spilling out into the open. Over the next several hours, I continuously grouped the zombies into a massive ball of fire and looped them through the campfire. Zombies would continue to roam out from the mall and either directly into the campfire or through the various fires starting to spread into the grass and bushes around the area. Once the main horde was effectively turned to ash, I took some time to kill the stragglers. Now that the first wave is completed, I went around grabbing any ripped sheets I could so that I could add more fuel to the fire, which I was prepping for a second round. I headed back into the mall at around 3:30 to see how infested it still was. Spoiler alert, it was still completely overrun. After spam shouting for another 30 minutes or so, I began pulling the second horde outside. The only problem right now, I didn't have time to light the campfire. This is why I brought Molotovs. Instead of creating this giant conga line of zombies, I tried my best to group them into as tight of a ball as possible before yeeting a Molotov into them. After the explosion, it was business as usual. A ton of baiting zombies around until they got tuckered out and then went to sleep in the grass. One of my favorite aspects of this strategy is watching all the zombies start dying all at the same time. After wrapping up at around 8 o'clock, I was anxious, hungry, and thirsty, so I took a chance and went back in for a third time. Looks like I did some damage to the building, so here's to hoping that it doesn't spread too far west. There's a couple restaurants right inside the northern doors, so I hit one up to wash up, grab some food, and fill up my water bottles. As I was heading back, I decided to take one last walkthrough just to see how we were doing and if there was any damage being done. And to be honest, the damage was extensive, to say the least. Miraculously, the gun shop wasn't up in flames yet, so on a whim and a prayer, I spam screamed one last round, collected up a whole nother horde, which was just a mashup of normal zombies, and zombies that were completely inflamed, before pulling them out the same entrance that I'd done the 2 other times.
Good morning, savvy shoppers. We are pleased to announce that the mall is now open for business. We hope you enjoy your time here with us today as you sample our many fine goods and services. The fun never stops and the deals just keep coming.
At around 2 a.m., I wasn't pulling nearly as many as I anticipated, so I looped around to the eastern entrance, and it looks like I'm doing more harm than good here. I tried to put in some work and clear more out, but wasn't having much luck, so I moved back outside, and at 3:30, ended up burning myself while stomping on a zombie. At this point, I decided to head back home since it was too difficult to move around, and I didn't want to risk dying because I could barely walk. I woke up around noon the following day and did some tasks around the base, cleaned and rebandaged my burn, and then began working on organizing my garage some more. It was a peaceful day for once, and everything was going smoothly. Until around 3 p.m. when a second heli event triggered. Initially, I figured I was completely screwed, but I was able to deal with the small amount of zombies that had accumulated at the western entrance. I made my way over to the eastern entrance shortly after and fought to secure that as well. The heli event did come back at around 5:30, but it didn't bother me too much. I had faith that my walls would hold, at least until the event passed and the zombies moved on. I went downstairs to swap out my bloody clothes and noticed that the zombies had broken through my walls by the tennis courts. I retreated back upstairs because of that, but unfortunately a couple zombies had seen me and I could hear them pounding against the garage doors and some of the barricaded windows below me. At around 7:30, I heard glass break and watched some zombies walk in through the main entrance, meaning that they'd finally breached the building. I still had some walls that I had built last episode that would hopefully keep them occupied for the night, and with that, I moved into the side room off the medbay and held out there for the rest of the night. Well, my leg is still fucked, so I don't want to risk fighting more than 2 zombies at a time right now. I can hear zombies below me walking around and looking for me. I don't really have many options right now. I can either head downstairs and try my best, which will most likely end up in me getting killed, or I can hide out of sight behind 2 doors in a windowless room, and wait another day or so for my burn to heal. I chose option 2 just to play it safe. I have plenty of food, but nothing to really entertain me, and I'm sure I'll run out of water eventually. I'm not too worried about the boredom or depression though, since I have a couple books and magazines sitting over in the living quarters that I can read to get rid of those moodles. There really wasn't much in point of me smoking either, since I was already severely depressed. By late afternoon and early evening, I could hear zombies in the upstairs hallways or kitchen area, so there was no point in leaving the room, at least until the following day. Burns take several days to heal, especially when you have no levels in first aid yet, so I just have to sit and wait it out. I think if I can get to a point where I can at least walk at half speed, I'll be fine with taking on the zombies in the fire station. I probably wouldn't risk heading out until I'm almost fully healed, but clearing the station would be a good start. That'll have to wait until next time. Here's what my skills look like for any of those who care for progress updates. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get into the military surplus store in the mall this time, but we did manage to bring our kill total up to 2,299, a little under 1,500 more kills than when we left off last time. Thank you all for watching, and a special thank you to my YouTube members who help me keep in the proper headspace to make content like this for all of you. I'll see you all next time, and as always, thanks for stopping by.